You hear it? How there is it? It's like a delayed reaction.
Brands Auto Essential. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome to the stream.
Let's do another stream.
Continue with the.
Okay. I don't want to edit the stream. How do you start it again now?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah. Create. Go live. All right.
But do you have everything back in it?
I'm talking. So yeah, I think I'm hearing. All right. Go on yours and tell me if you can hear it now. All right. Let me know. All right, guys. So it's back up again. And let me know if you guys hear any echo again. Yeah, very weird. And I didn't.
I'm trying to tell you that I don't see nothing pop up that you're live.
I am right now.
That's what I'm saying. There's something messing you up because you think you're live when you're not live, or something will pop up.
Hey, Rolahan. Yes, it says I am. You're not in. It's your phone. Can you? Hey, Rolahan. Can you hear a double echo? Like, hearing me echo again? Let me know. Very strange. I was just excited to start too. Okay, awesome. All right, he said he's good now. All right, that's great. That's great. Awesome. Jeez. I almost messed up my mojo, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Awesome, guys. Good, good. I didn't want to annoy you guys with all that echo in the background because it definitely annoyed me. So welcome back, Comedy, Grants Auto, Rolahan, G Funny Money. Welcome back, guys. Let's get back into this. All right. So I needed. Let me measure this out. Just make sure that I have the right size screws here. Hey, Ox Potato, welcome back, buddy. Okay, that's 10. I think it says 60 millimeters, what I'm supposed to be using. Yeah, I think it says 16, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Just gonna verify, make sure that's what a size I'm supposed to be using is 60 millimeters. All right, that's good. I'm glad it sounds good. That helps me out a lot. So I'm gonna keep up with you guys' comments on my phone. Just makes my life easier. All right, and now we can actually go ahead. All right, I'm gonna play some music now. Let me know if the echo comes back because I have the music back in the background. So let me know. And now I know it's definitely the music. Okay, so let's open this back up. We're gonna go to capture. All right, let's see what the size was. Don't seem to tell you exactly. Anybody know what you press to see what the size of the screw is here? Socket head M3. I want to say that looked like 16. I'm pretty sure that says 16 there. 45. Okay, so it is 16. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right. It's a 16 millimeter. Alright, so it should look like this when all said and done. You guys can see that. I'm just using this Allen wrench to push it in the slot. There's a little slot, as you can see. Let me show you guys out what I'm doing so you guys can keep track. It's echoing again.
This is unboxing. Annex cards.
Oh, okay. It's fine. Not worried about it.
So people might not be able to find it.
Let's see. I want you guys to see exactly what I'm seeing here. So this is what I'm working on right now, guys. So you guys can see exactly what I'm following. Alright, awesome. Thanks for the confirmation, guys. I just want to make sure the stream is not echoing and still can hear some kind of music. Got another one installed. It's pretty easy so far. Got two more. Could have sworn I had one right over here. It's the second time I lose my hair. Still having a little trouble with this one to try to get the magnet in. You guys can see that I'm struggling just a little bit to put the magnet in here. Just got to share the screen. Okay, I'm struggling with this one. Hold on, I'm gonna have to find a different way to put this in. This seems to be pretty tank wide frame. What kind of numbers are you hoping to see when complete? Ask potato. Honestly, if I can get like at least 20K acceleration out of it, maybe let's say about 350 to 400 millimeters a second, I'll be happy. That's also assuming that it prints really well too. But you know, from what it seems like, finally got it in. So you guys can see that. Finally got it in. From what it seems, on average, most people run their K3 about between 15K to 20K acceleration with about 300 to 400 millimeters a second. So I'm hoping to get the same results. Yeah, so that's my goal. If I can get there, I'll be happy. Then it'll be, you know, the fastest printer I have by far. But the rest of my printers are now slow either. The VZBot prints pretty quickly, not too bad, but I only print like PLA on it at the moment. The Trident all-wheel drive print pretty fast too. It's not bad at 10K 300 millimeters a second, so it's not too bad. But this I have high hope for this one. Like I definitely have high hopes for this print. Okay, so that's fourth one down. Got one more to go. Seems like it made it very easy to push in. There we go. It's like a fight to get it in there. So as you can see, what I'm working on right now is a part of the gantry assembly on here. So I'm using some 6x8 magnet and some M3 square nuts and 16mm M3 in the back here that you see me screwing in. Okay, so these are all done, as you guys can see. Got all 4 of them done. So we're on to the next step. So I'm going to put this aside. All right, so the next step is right here. Okay. So before we start, it said it should look something like this. So that looks a bit confusing. It's a little confusing there. I'm gonna have to look at the CAD to see it too. So let me go back to the ECAD, see how this is all put together. All right. Go back to the CAD here. So for the X, it looked like you put all of the screw in. Okay. And what are these? Okay. I might have not. There we go. Come on. So M320. Try to move some things out of the way here. You'll see me going back and forth between his post and my post because I want to make sure I'm not messing up here. Okay. Alright, so it looks like he just mounted it. So the X portion is, I'm trying to remember where this is at. So this is the front. Should look something like that. Okay, and then after that, you add put one of these here. Hey, Steve Bills. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to see a big name YouTuber joining the stream. Thanks for coming around, buddy. I appreciate that. All right. Hey Ray, welcome buddy, welcome to the stream. Did you guys see what I'm doing here a little bit? I would like to have a big audience, but you know, it's gonna take some time to get it out there. I don't mind though. I'm just like, I'm happy to at least have people to interact with. So I'm pretty humble in that respect. So I appreciate those who are supporting me and that's watching me struggle through this. But hey, we're getting somewhere though. One thing I realized with this build, it's very, I'm gonna keep saying it, like, this is a very complicated printer. Like, in retrospect, just looking at it, I wouldn't say if you're experienced with building printers, it's not too bad. But without there being a manual to put it together, I'll say it makes it a little bit difficult to put together. Like, it's definitely intimidating. Absolutely, axe potato. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind struggling on stream. You know, I have no shame in struggling at all. Don't want to do it too much though. You know what I'm saying? Because it definitely gets to my nerve. Knowing that I build these things, I love tinkering with these things, but I also don't want to look like a complete novice. But yeah, this is just one of those printers that are just challenging. It's just different. Definitely a different beast. Alright, let's see if we can mount. So it sits. Ah, got it. Okay, so that's exactly how it sits. So you guys can see that. It sits right there. Okay, so we'll screw that down. Grant Auto, you're absolutely right. There's help from all levels, and I appreciate you guys' support. Trust me, I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting me there. That's why I like this community. I really do love this community, and this is my way of like kind of giving back. So I really do appreciate you guys. Maybe I went down a little too fast here. Hold on. It wasn't all the way in. So let me take this back out just a little bit. Went down just a little too fast. Put it. Making sure I have the right size screw here because I don't want to mess up anything. Pretty sure I put all in components in here, so. Yeah, no, it's the right size. It's the right size. Definitely makes sense. Oh, awesome, Ray. You know, that's another printer I wanted to build, and I know you probably guys wondering why didn't I build a B0. I was gonna build a B0. I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the printer that was on my to-do list. And the only reason why I didn't do it is because it became, I didn't want to just be a channel of just all Vorons, because I mean, I built, you know, I like the Voron wave, and you know, I know a lot of us are still on the Voron wave, but I just saw an opportunity to just build something different, right? And I'm not saying the V0 is easy to build either. It's a definitely one of the challenging printer to build too. But this just seemed more of a challenge to build to me, and I wanted to take up that challenge. And I'm honestly going to be honest with you, it's definitely living up to it, because this is very detail orientated, and the fact that there's no manual, you just have to like go by a little bit of a build guide and the CAD. Yeah, definitely different. Just make sure. That's in place. There you go. It's that time of the year, right? Halloween, right around the corner. Hey, welcome, programmer. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I know a lot of people know my channel for the Clipper Auto videos. I ain't gonna lie, those videos have really made my channel got out there, and I really did it just to help people out, because I suck at Clipper too. In the beginning, I really didn't understand Clipper. It took me 3 tries, tries to install Clipper, and when I finally understood it, then I wanted to share with people, and I'm happy I did it, because it really made people found the channel, you know. Hey. All right, good question, Axe Potato. So I'm not a I don't print a lot of abrasive. I did attempt to print one time. I did print some carbon fiber PETG, which turned out really nice. Honestly, carbon fiber PETG is really nice too. But I figured most of the carbon fiber based filaments are pretty easy to print, it seems. However, I don't really have problems with, yes, Amber Alert, yeah, so annoying. I don't really have problems with the heat break, but I'll tell you this. I did have a jam on my Rapido on it, and that's from printing PLA. Most of my jams come from PLA. If I'm printing like ABS or any other material, I never really run into jam. And most of the issues kind of user error. One, when it comes to printing PLA, for some reason, I will forget that it's on, let's say like a ABS profile, and I forgot that I'll have PLA in the hot end, and it will go up to about 250. And what that does is that if you don't have a lot of decent cooling or airflow going over to over the hot end, it will definitely soften PLA just enough for it to stick on the inside of the heat break, and that's what caused a lot of the issues. So my fans are all 12 volt that I overvolted fans that push a ton of air, so I don't really have issue anymore with heat break issue. But PLA is the culprit. Honestly, most people run into issue with PLA printing with these heat breaks, and lack of cooling, of course. Why is this one not going in? I'm having a lot of problems with this one. Right, let's try this one more time. All right, seems like I'm running into a bit of an issue here, guys, and this is why I said, man, this is definitely challenging. A7, welcome, man. Okay, so why is it not going into the... It's not going into the Hmm. Okay. All right, I'm a bit confused here. Let's check something out, because the problem I'm running into is let me show you guys. So there's a little screw here, as you can see on the screen right here. There's a little screw, but it's almost as if it mounts into the rail. But then you have 4 separate screw area here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm not sure where this part goes. So that's the challenge I'm running into. I'm not sure where this lines up into. That is tricky. Let me see something here. All right, let's look. Where does that go? Oh, come on. Nope. Come on, select it. I'm not really a fan of this program because I'm trying to select it to remove the cover to see where it goes, and it's giving me a difficult time here. This is slow. All right. Won't select the top. Sorry guys, I'm struggling here a little bit. Trying to highlight the black cover here so I can see what is underneath. Oh, come on. Try a different angle, maybe. This is annoying. Maybe. I don't want to hide everything. I just want to hide this part so that way I can see what is going on. There we go. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Okay, so there is a screw there. Okay, so this is just an additional screw that don't go anywhere. Alright, that makes more sense because I was wondering why it wasn't going down. But this is just a support screw and it doesn't screw down into anything. So these screws here, these three, actually go into the linear rail plus that little M8, and this is just a support screw. Okay, so this is what happens. Alright, I got it. I got it. Just had to check, guys. Just had to check. Just make sure I'm not doing anything stupid, you know? Just had to check. Alright, so put this back. Hey, thanks, Seven Man. I just realized that. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, that three of them goes into the rail, and the other one is just look like it's just a support screw. Right. Sorry. Annex won't let me select this. Trying to remove this as well. Ah, got it. See, it's good to pay attention, guys. All right. Gotta pop out the Gotta put some heat inserts in place. That's what I did wrong. I didn't put a heat insert, so I'm gonna have to put a heat insert here. Right there. So. Hey, I appreciate you, Axe Potato. Thank you, man. Man, I appreciate you, man. That's awesome. There we go. Just needed a heat insert there, and I didn't notice. See, it's good to like do it live on stream, because then any little mistake I make, you guys want to build this, you guys can refer to this video to prevent that. So we just needed the heat insert. I appreciate you, Seven, for pointing that out. Let you guys see what I'm doing here. All right, now we got to take this back off and put it back on there one more time. Pop this off real quick. So you guys can see that I ran the added the E inserts there. So that's what I was doing. So now we can continue back with it. Oh, I got it. I keep saying 7, it's like almost my eye seeing 7, but it's not. Thanks for correcting that. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'll tell you this, you kind of brought up a good point there. I'm just gonna call it S-Ben in this case. There's that brought up a point. Sometimes I go on Nero stream, because I usually just watch in the background. I'm usually always on all the streams, like between Nero and Steve Bills. And sometimes I see some of you guys' names, right? And I'm like, man, how you say that? But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes like I appreciate Steve for just navigating some of you guys' names, because it's not as easy to say. But yeah, that was one of my fear too, is just trying to say people's name on stream and not look like a complete idiot. But thanks for the correction, Esben. That's funny. So it goes this way. Let's see if I can bring that back. Can you undo? Yeah. Guess you really can't undo, huh? There we go. All right, there we go. All right. Cool. Try not to over tighten it because I don't know if I got to take this off later on. So I'm just going to tighten it down just enough, but not go crazy. All right, finally, one down. That should not took that long, but as is when you're trying to figure out what to do. So as you guys can see, I got one mounted, and this is on the X. Make sure I'm following the correct direction too. It actually follow every movement you touch. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's go back to this. Straighten back out a little bit. Trying to find the other view now. There you go. Just make sure I'm putting it the right direction. So let me flip it over for a second. Okay, got it the right direction, just making sure. All right. So this goes the other way now. So they both should be pointing at the back. Like that. Gotcha. Totally understand that. So I'm wondering now, should I go ahead and put the rail on at this point? I think I should, right? Let me go ahead and do that because I don't want to get... Axe Potato, yes. If this stream is successful as I'm hoping it is, then I'll definitely stream another build of jerry rigging a Endo 3. I might just build one from scratch myself because I like to do little things like that. So I may be able to pull off something like that. We'll see how the stream goes, and then yeah, for sure, I would love to do something like that and put it on live. It's just a little different. So yeah. So if you guys like this, like my content, then sure, I definitely would love to do something like that and stream it for sure. And I do it live too. I don't mind doing it from a scratch build, you know, just a different perspective different from Nero and Steve builds. But I like those guys stream too. They have some awesome content. Alright, let me see if I can squeeze that rail here. So based on what I'm seeing, the rail is supposed to be facing upside down on the X. So I'm guessing like this. help to take off the stop. Okay. Maybe I need to back this out a little bit. There we go. All right. Let's do the same thing with this one. Back it out just a little. And then it goes. Let me push it on there. It seems like it's easy to push on. There we go. All right. All right. That look is starting to look good, guys. It's starting to look good. Starting to feel better about this. Starting to feel a bit more better and confident about this. Let's grab that, grab this, grab that. Yeah, I agree with you, Potato. I like watching them too. Rolahan, Steve Bills, Nero, they're all entertaining. You know, they definitely inspire me to keep doing this stuff. And again, the community is never too big for everybody to partake. And that's what I love about this community is that you guys definitely support all of the 3D printing content creator. Like, I love seeing it. It's just a different community. That's why I think I have a deep appreciation for the 3D printing community. That's for sure. I think I messed up just a little. I'm not sure where I messed up at. That is over there. But they're supposed to face in the same direction, right? I think I messed up just a little bit. So that's going there. So this is the. Hold on. I'm making sure I'm doing this thing right here. And that's the front. So. Back should be facing the same direction. Okay, I think I'm. Oh, you can do it, Rolahan. I'm pretty sure you can definitely live stream a build, and I'll definitely watch you. That's 100%. The reason why the 1.8 is facing the wall, believe it or not, Squirrel Brain is not here right now. He's a awesome dude. I mean, just an awesome dude I met. He's secretly one of the designer in the background with the Rat Rig team. I'm not supposed to really give that information, but it's out there. But I actually asked him I'm working on it right now. I did a upgrade. I put a T95 in it instead of my Pi 4, so I removed the Pi 4 from it, and I bought another T95 to use. That's what's in my Voron 2.4R2 T95 Mini. It's working good. The only problem I'm running into with the T95 Mini versus the Pi 4 gigabyte is that the Pi 4 runs a little bit cooler. You don't need a ton of fan on it. On the T95 Mini, you actually need an active small cooling fan, because if not, the CPU temperature reaches like 70, 80 degrees, like really hot. Maybe it could be the ambient temperature in my room also causing that problem, because keep in mind, there's a lot of printer in this room and it does get a little warm, but it hit some serious temperature, and what will happen is while I'm printing, my 2.4 would pause. Like, it would literally stop in the middle of a print. And for the longest time, I couldn't figure out why it kept on stopping, and it would just crash in the middle of a print. And I would get that weird error saying like the CPU or the CPU or the disk or something was given an error. It would just stop. And wasn't sure what the problem was, but come to find out, it was the temperature of the CPU. For some reason, it was getting hotter and it would throttle. It will throttle down and cause problems. So when I put a 30 millimeter, a 3010 fan on it to cool it off and kept it right around 50, 45 degrees, I never had issue with it anymore. So yeah, so that's an important lesson, to kind of put a active cooling fan across the heatsink on these these miniature computers. But so I'm throwing a T95 Mini in it, and I also had it modified because remember, they don't support the 1.8 anymore. There's no support for the V1.8. Everybody's either building a Trident or 2.4, and I really like my V1.8. Like, I really love it. So I kind of have it modify the STLs for me to accommodate a MGM12 instead of the two MGM9 that's on it, and so far it's working good. I don't see any issue with it. So right now it's just parked right now because I still have some little bit more things to do to it before I actually use it. So there you go, a long explanation, but yeah. So I'm trying to modify it for it to take the MGM12, a single MGM12, and I think it just makes it look nicer, you know. Yes, and I agree with everyone. Roll on, do it. Do a live stream build, man. You know this community is gonna support you. I 100% support you doing a live build. Let me change this back up because I actually did this the wrong way. It was supposed to face the other way. So it's supposed to look like this. That's what I did wrong, right? Okay, they're facing the same direction. I'm just trying to figure out front. I think this is how it goes. Right? Yeah. Yep, that's exactly how it goes. Right, that's exactly how it goes. Almost did it the wrong way. There we go. By the way, Rolahan, I definitely want to build your take on the. Definitely want to try your take on the cross gantry setup. That's a printer I'm really interested in. I would love to build your cross gantry setup. So when you finish with that, just let me know. I'll definitely build it on live stream. See, look how much support you have, man, to build it on live stream. You got a lot of support, buddy. All right, finally got it. There we go. Absolute. Hey, hey, I've been saying that, Rolahan, ever since I got my first Ender 3 before I modified it. I've said it the same thing. The 3D printing community is the best. I don't care what nobody says. Like, wonderful folks, man. I'm telling you, really nice people. You guys are freaking awesome. Absolutely. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I mean that. Totally mean that. By the way, I am planning to go to Murph next year. So hopefully I get to meet some of you guys. If you guys are planning on going to Murph, I'm definitely trying to go to Murph. I'll drive my way there. So that's one of my plans, is to go to Murph next year. And I would like to, hopefully you guys join in so I can get to meet some of you guys in person. I think that would be fun. Ooh, I made that too tight. Ooh, that sucker's not moving. Yeah, that is not moving whatsoever. Hold on. I made that too tight. I don't know what I did wrong there, but it's very tight. There we go. Awesome, Gabriel. Hey, G Funny Money, definitely gonna meet you, man. You've been around my channel for a while, so definitely want to see you, buddy. All right, that's better. A little stiff, but I'm guessing because a little itchy. So I'm gonna have to find out what causing the itchiness. As you guys can see, that it's not a smooth. One side is moving. So maybe I need to not tighten down anything yet and figure out the itchiness. I know once I put everything on, it will kind of move the way it's supposed to, but I won't tighten down everything for now. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to tighten down yet until I figure out, make sure it actually moves smooth right now. But for right now, it's a little itchy. I'm not sure what's causing that. I mean, it moves, but it's just, yeah, a little itchy there. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Hey Nord, FPV. Hey man, thank you man. I appreciate you, bro. Okay, yeah, this side, you guys can see that on camera. So as you can see, it's a little itchy and it's coming from this side. This side is a little, but I haven't tightened this down yet right now. So we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna try to go overboard. Just want to see, make sure that we don't have any itchiness in the movements. So I'm gonna have to find out what's going on there. Alright, just want to make sure I'm right. Looks like the screw is going in the insert nut, but the long and scratch wheel. That's what I'm hoping I didn't do. S-Fen, AI, I'm hoping that's not what I did. But now looking at this, I also made another mistake. You see, that's why I'm glad I'm doing this live so you guys can actually see. So the tricky part is to pay attention where the X rail goes. As you can see right here, the X rail is actually upside and down, and because I had it already upside and down, I placed it upside and down, so if I put it right side up, it actually is positioned incorrectly. So, once again, gonna have to remove this and flip it over. Not as easy. But I'm also giving myself some leeway because it's my first time building this type of printer. So, you know, mistakes are bound to be made. I'm not really upset, it's just, yeah. So I'm gonna have to flip it over real quick. Hey Nords, FBP, I know who you are. I figured that was you, buddy. You know I appreciate you, man. Oh, man. Okay, it's in there good. It's definitely in there good. Alright, I'm gonna have to flip this over the other way. It's supposed to be this way. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to go in, and there we go. There we go. If I'm quiet, guys, it's just because I'm focused a little bit here. You know, when you get in that zone, you just start to focus. So if you see me a little quiet, that's because I'm a little focused here. Alright, there we go. I ain't tightened down too much because I want to figure out what's causing it to be a little tight. Alright. See, a little stiff. I'm trying to figure out why is it not as free. Yeah, it is stiff. It is very, very stiff. So I'm thinking it may be a rail thing. That's hitting the rail. It's a little twist in the You know what I might do, guys? I'm probably going to loosen up the rails a little bit and see how it behaves then. Let it settle. Just out of curiosity. I'm just curious to see how it behaves. Yeah, why is it so stiff? Like, why? It's like you can feel it physically. I can't explain. All right, so you know, like a linear rail, you can feel the balls moving. You can feel it rubbing, like there's tension on those balls, like rubbing further on this side. This side is fine, but this side is definitely. I'm just gonna loosen it up just a little. I want to know what is the issue here. Okay. I'm gonna take off this X end stop real quick just to see on this side. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, Nord. Okay. Feels a little better when I loosen up the rails a bit. Yeah, something going on for sure. Feels, alright, see? Yeah, it feels better right there. But then as you move in, okay, look like I might have to do this to both sides, because yeah, this is Yeah, that's the next thing for me to check. And I did check it too. It's pretty squared up, but I wouldn't be surprised if one is a bit out of whack. But let me see. Okay. All right. So it kind of moved a little bit better there. Yeah, that is. So moving backwards and then going forwards. So if I move it backwards, it's smooth. But if I go forward, that's when the... I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but look, if I move it backwards, it's not too bad. But forwards is where I'm running into the problem. I'm gonna try something. Okay. That is not too bad. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely an issue here, boys. There is definitely a problem. You guys can see that? You can actually hear it. Moving backwards, fine. But coming forwards, hold on. Okay. It definitely sounds rough, G Funny. There's something funky definitely going on here. want to try something. This is to keep the rail straight, this little screw here. So I'm gonna play with that and see what happens. Okay. That kind of helped it feel a little bit better, just a little bit, but it's still okay. 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 I'm slowly doing a little tightening down as I move the rail so I can see where it's getting itched at. Yeah, it's chattering right there. Coming back. Nope. Okay. So, from what I can see, there's a visible twist when I put the linear rail, the X linear rail on. So, seems like there's gotta be a better way to do this. I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit here. Wow, what a difference. Look at that. I loosen it up and then it's moving free. So it wasn't reading my linear rails on the that it's riding on. It's actually between these two pieces that holds it in place. That's where the binding is coming on. So now that I kind of know that, I kind of know how to kind of approach it. So I'm gonna have to approach this a little more meticulously. Um, yeah, it's definitely the top pieces. Okay. We go ahead and tighten this back down here. Put that down. So yeah, so it's definitely the top piece that you mount the these little black pieces here. That's what's causing my binding here. So I'm gonna have to play with that to try to get it even before I can tighten anything down. And that was my fear going into this, is to not try to tighten anything down until that point. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, Norman. Definitely gonna do that and see if I can level it out. So first part down here. Leave the rest loose. Now the moment. Put this back. Yes, it's a definitely complicated printer. It is. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I said I was gonna live stream it for you guys. You can see. I mean, I had a feeling it was gonna be complicated. Definitely not too difficult, but definitely complicated. I definitely agree with that. It's not for the faint of heart, for sure. And it's definitely a printer you can't rush, because you would definitely make mistakes. That's what I'm realizing. You cannot rush it. All right, let's see what. Tighten back up my rails here. Let me bring it back down. Keep them right there. Yeah, definitely. That felt better already. Definitely the twisting action. So, because it's twisting, it's definitely causing problems. Twisting a little bit. mainly on this side too. Let's see. Try and take this back off, the cap of this. That's holding the rail in place and just making sure, trying to see what's causing the twist. And it's on there really, really well too. It's on there. There we go. So, found the problem, guys. Hi, Tara. So, all right. Kind of a bad news, but it came at the right time. So, this was all my fault, admittedly. And I think, let me see who pointed it out. Someone pointed it out early. S-Ben AI, if you're still here, I think you might have pointed out early. So, the problem is, when I was trying to figure out this portion, before I figure out that you have to have a heated insert here to hold that screw in place, I accidentally screwed down too much, and let's see if I can actually. I'm not sure if you guys can visibly see that, but I'm gonna try to demonstrate. So right here on the inner corner of this linear rail, I think I screwed down and damaged this plastic. So because of that, it definitely got down to where it actually damaged the actual carriage itself. So this carriage is basically screwed because look, it's very stiff. You can hear that. You can't fix this unless I can find a plastic on here, which I may be able to fix it actually, guys. I'm gonna ask a question. Can I use so I have a lot of MGM9. Do you think I can use the plastic housing off the MGM9H here and replace this one? If I can, then I'll do that and I'll fix it. But essentially, it's my fault because I just damaged here. So now it's like, it's basically stiff. It won't even go anywhere. So that was my fault on here, just not paying attention exactly and end up damaging the plastic here where the ball bearings are. So it's just, they're just grinding on the metal. So look, it's not even moving, barely moving. So that was my fault. So what I'm gonna do is, if I can change off the plastic here with the MGM9 plastic and it works, then that will put me back, you know, instead of me buying a brand new rail, which it didn't make no sense since I already have spare here that I can use. I just take it off and replace it, and then put it back and have it fixed back and running back in no time. But we're also running into our time limit here too, so I don't want to really go beyond the 2-hour limit. Like, I want to keep that promise. So we'll pick this back up sometime next week. Now, if I can stream earlier, that means if I can do a stream, maybe it's kind of tough because Nero does stream on Saturdays, and I'm busy on Saturday mornings, and I know Steve Bill does his thing on Sunday, so it's gonna be sometime during the week if I want to do an extra day or two just to make up for this this mistake here. But either way, we're gonna be picking up back from where we started here next Thursday, and then we can go from there. But again, tonight was just my fault. This was really my fault, not paying attention here and damaging the linear rail here. But yeah, Espen, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna end up just doing that and replacing it, and replacing the plastic is the same dimension. It's only MGM H versus C, and it's just the length of the carriage. That's literally the difference. So it definitely can work. So I'll replace that off, and we should be back in business here. So it was just my fault. But either way, thank you guys for watching. I wanted to make a little bit more progress than this, but we'll definitely make up for that at some point. And don't want to keep you guys too long, but I really appreciate you guys who donate, supporting the channel. Please subscribe and share. You know, it's a fun experience with you guys, and again, I don't mind making mistakes to prevent someone else from making a mistake. So that's the purpose of this whole video and doing it live. But I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But this was definitely a bummer because this really stopped the whole progress here, this whole thing. All right, guys, take it easy. I'll see you guys. Peace.